So early Tuesday morning, the US Treasury yields fell 8.9 basis points and the 30-year bonds also moved down 5.12 basis points. These numbers came in as a result of fears of another potential slowdown in global economic growth looming ahead.
6 months ago. Today it is trading at 36.5.
While investors are wary on the global situation where economic growth from higher inflation and rising interest rates remain an area of concern, the question is, could these hikes be enough to turn around the economy and to send our equity markets back in a clear bull run? With Bitcoin and the crypto markets gearing up for another minor pump, I do also want to mention there is a warning that the bounce could also be short-lived as the recession risks continue. Now, ladies and gents, in today's video, we'll cover why Bitcoin is struggling to maintain that $40,000 level, what is going on in the overall markets with the dollar index making new highs, and some other major headlines in the market today. Now, if you are appreciating these daily market updates, be sure to drop a like down below on this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and with that being said, let's hop into the computer and see what is going on in the market for today. So the global crypto market cap for today is sitting at $1.8 trillion or a 1.4% increase over the last day. Bitcoin's dominance is currently sitting at 41%, also an increase of a 0.34% over the last day, and that's just because Bitcoin is having a little bit of a recovery at the time of filming this video while other altcoins are still catching their feet. Now here on your screen, you're going to notice the US dollar index, also known as DXY, which is also shown to have gone parabolic and rose above the 100 level for the first time since the pandemic struck and negligent monetary policy sent Bitcoin soaring. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the Bitcoin price action is generally inversely connected to the DXY. So when Bitcoin goes down, the DXY increases, and when the DXY goes down, we've seen Bitcoin also going up as well. This is because when the dollar crashes, Bitcoin soars and vice versa. Now, the DXY is currently at a 2-year high because of the Fed rate hike expectations, which we have been talking about all this year. Whenever we get occurrences of this, the dollar strengthens when those rate hikes are expected. Now, the DXY is a basket of currencies trading against the dollar. Weakness in currencies like the yen have contributed further to the DXY dominance. Now, keep in mind, the next challenge for the DXY could be a multi-year high set in January 2017. And when the dollar goes parabolic, then markets tend to go risk off. It's been proven many times in the past in the crypto and in the stock market that the DXY doesn't need to crash or go down to stop the downward pressure of Bitcoin. It just needs to slow down. Now, in terms of Bitcoin price action analysis within the short term, a minor positive about all this is that the price has rebounded off the support lines of the ascending channel on April 27th, indicating that the bulls are still attempting to defend this level. Now, currently, with that being said, if the bounce does sustain, the bulls will again to look, push, and pass the 20 and 50-day EMA, which is those moving averages. Right now, with the charts, you can clearly see the resistance line of the ascending channel as well as the moving averages of where we are at. To also give you the full picture, because on this channel, we don't like to sugarcoat things, but we also don't like to be the bears. I just give you all the information so you can make the judgment on yourself. If the price does break down from its current level, it will suggest that the bears are in control. And as we mentioned in yesterday's video, we could continue to see a Bitcoin's price hit as low as $32,000. Now, going into the top 7-day winners, we still have Kyber Crystal Network, or actually Kyber Network Crystal, up about 26%. We have Kava, not similar to the food brand in the US, but we have Kava, the cryptocurrency, up 18% or up 4%. And we still have ApeCoin on its massive run. Now, even in the last day, ApeCoin has been making some pretty beautiful gains, starting from $17.85 all the way up to the $19.49 level. Now, as we continue to progress throughout the end of this week, where ApeCoin is going to be used in utility for those land sales coming up, amongst the Bored Ape Yacht Club collaborated NFT open metaverse drop, where many people are still speculating this is going to be one of the biggest projects coming about. Make sure that you are paying attention at least to ApeCoin, and make sure that you're paying attention into a lot of these other NFTs associated with the project. Now, within our Discord, almost nonstop in my Brian's research channel, we've been putting in all the alpha that you need to know for the other side project. I've been preparing at least our Jungle family members on this for the past few weeks, and when this does drop, I don't want to say I told you so, but this is going to have a huge monumental moment where you can still load up those bags now. Now, looking at some of the biggest 7-day losers, we have Moonbeam on here down 27%. We have Near Protocol. We have Zill down 23%. Waves down 22%. EOS down 19%. 19%, and even Harmony One taking a big solid hit, down 18% for this week as well. Amongst all the green in the market, we do have to take a look at the red, because red is going to be the buying opportunities, and I prefer to buy up the assets that have been getting wrecked so that you can play a longer position and make those rewards, not when the hype is centered around. In addition to that, today we are still seeing extreme fear happening within the market. We're going to get this reset tomorrow, but I do think it's going to go back up just a tad, maybe hitting 23 on this barometer here. Going into DeFi Llama, where the total value locked is going to give us an indication of how much money is locked on these protocols. So as you can see on your screen, the TVL has not been going down significantly in price. It's actually been correcting over the last week, and we have still been seeing some altcoins getting wrecked. This just shows the case in point. Macroeconomic factors still dictate what happens with crypto, and on top of that, stocks, US Treasury yields, or even the dollar index. All of that is still playing into what happens with crypto. If you ever get hesitant within the market, ask yourself this: has anything fundamentally gone wrong with crypto? Has adoption actually slowed down, or has it been getting better? And has crypto continued to make positive gains? Are we seeing more innovation, and are we seeing more people less reluctant to get into it just because it's been moving south? Well, if you guys have been watching these updates, you should know the answer to every single one of those questions, which should also give you an indicator of what the current state of the market is really like. Anytime we see Bitcoin consolidating within this range, all I see is just a vast area of opportunity for us to continue making those bags. So to kick off some of the major news, let's start with the article with Solana OK Bears, which is topping all Ethereum NFT projects with $18 million in sales in one day. Now, while Ethereum continues to remain the dominant platform for NFTs, we can't help but notice the rising rival of Solana putting up a fight as new projects draw even more attention. Now, before I even started to load up my own personal bags within the Ethereum ecosystem using MetaMask, I was actually heavily involved into the Solana projects as well. If you haven't seen my success story on how I went from negative $30,000 losing money into NFTs about a year ago before it even started to blow up, and now how I have over $1 million portfolio, check out one of our previous uploads on this channel, which will also be linked down below in the description. Now, going back into our major headline, what is OK Bears? Well, this is a Solana-based NFT project which launched on Tuesday, April 26th at a mint price of 1.5 SOL, or about $145 per NFT. Now, quickly after it was minted, we saw the price of this collection soaring and generating millions of dollars worth of trading volume. At the time of filming this video, the current floor price is now at 54 SOL, or at $5,400. Now, according to data from OpenSea, OK Bears is the top traded collection in the marketplace, showcasing close to what I said, 200,000 SOL worth of trading volume over the last day. Now, on top of that, there have been a lot more competing Ethereum-based NFTs that have been coming about. Oh, actually, a lot of that has been happening within the news. I could make a full 30-minute video on NFTs, but we're just going to focus on more of the general, broader news. Most of you guys may have heard of Gary V, or Gary Vaynerchuk, and his new NFT collection known as VFriends V2 went ahead and launched 4,391 worth of Ethereum, or $12.6 million worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours as well. Yuga Labs, which also recently acquired Meebits, had a trading volume of $11.9 million in the last 24 hours, and Solana NFT trading volumes in its entirety is up 218% to $28 million, while Ethereum NFT trading volume has been down about 30%. Now, very similar to Bored Apes, the creators of OK Bears plan to reward holders with future NFT drops and additional perks and benefits ahead on an exclusive roadmap. Taking a look at this roadmap, you'll see the bear market, workshop, gallery, the park, studio, boutique, and platform. And when we click on it, we can see what they're trying to do. They're talking about keynote conferences, meetups, community grants, and copyright licensing as an example. Even at the bottom, they say here, we're not just releasing a roadmap, we're laying out the blueprint to help guide and build a community-centric, world-leading Web3 brand. Now, if you're seeing a roadmap like this for the first time, I will say the designs are very cool, but from first glance, or at least from everything I've seen within the NFT space, this isn't anything too groundbreaking. It's nothing too crazy or out of the ordinary, but I will say this is happening within the Solana ecosystem. Anytime we get new projects getting hype, which I think is the #1 key factor behind leading growth, development, and success behind NFTs in today's world right now, that is what this project is succeeding at. Now, as the years continue to move forward and NFTs continue to marinate in the space, I do believe we'll get to a point where you just can't have a blueprint or roadmap roadmap that's going to entail a project getting very successful in the space. I think as we continue to move forward, it's going to be about exclusive products, offering something new to their community. NFTs still have a huge amount of opportunity within the space, and it seems like right now, profile pic NFTs, which are also known as PFP NFTs, continue to dominate the space. I think this is just from an indicator on how early we are within the culture, but as time moves on, I'm telling you, that bar is going to get set higher. The crappier projects are going to fall out, they're going to get exterminated, and we're going to see the better ones continuing to move forward and make you money. Now, the next major headline we have today is that OpenSea went ahead and acquired Ethereum NFT aggregator Gem for their pro users. So if you don't know what Gem is, this pretty much just lets you buy NFTs across multiple marketplaces with a single low-cost transaction, which is also known as sweeping the floor. When you're thinking of sweeping the floor in the NFT or crypto world, just think about this, like literally when you're getting a broom and sweeping the floor, you're sweeping up all the dust, all the things at a low price, all into one, and you're able to buy it up, raising the collection floor. The floor is going to be the lowest costing NFT, and I know most of you guys probably already know all this terminology, but for anyone who's new into the NFT space, just want to make sure we can help you out there. Now, the CEO and co-founder Devin Finzer of OpenSea also stated this: as the NFT community grows, we've recognized a need to better serve more experienced pro users and offer more flexibility and choice to people at every level of experience. Now, some of the other marketplaces connected to Gem include LooksRare and Rarible, which are two of the biggest competitors against OpenSea within the NFT marketplace space. Now, I will say OpenSea is currently still the biggest player in the market by a sizable margin, but the notable rivals are now including even more additional players in the space, including upcoming Coinbase NFT, which I don't know how competitive they're going to be because their beta looked a little booty. And then we have the upcoming NFT program where Rarible is continuing to expand their user base as well. Now, before we move into the next major headline for today, talking about Brazil and what they're planning to do within the crypto space, let's get a quick word in from our sponsor for today, which is going to be FTX. So with FTX, you can find yourself trading crypto with up to 85% lower fees than their top competitors. There's also no fixed minimum fees, no ACH transaction fees, and you can also set up reoccurring buys directly from the app, which makes dollar cost averaging, something we talk about on this channel, very, very easy to do. Now, speaking of all the NFTs going on in the space, FTX also has a marketplace where you can find top Ethereum and Solana based NFTs without having to go through MetaMask and using gas fees as well. So FTX has a ton more coming this year, including events, upgrades, and different parts to their exchange. If you are interested in getting in on early on what I believe is the next big thing, check out the link down below in the description to get started and earn free crypto on every trade over $10. Also, if you use code JUNG down below, you'll find yourself earning $100 by signing up and depositing some money into the app as well. Now, thank you to FTX for sponsoring today's video. Back into the update. All right, so we got headlines that Brazil, the largest South American country, has passed a bill to regulate cryptocurrencies. So Brazil, a country that has been really well known for their soccer team, their delicious steakhouses. We even have a Fogo de Chao, one of my favorite places to eat here, down in Maryland and in Virginia. They are now being nationally recognized for their bullish outlook on Bitcoin and their use in cryptocurrencies. So in case you didn't know, the bill aims at creating a regulatory framework for the country's crypto industry. The proposed laws aim to attract crypto businesses to the country, and the lawmakers plan on exempting Bitcoin miners from all import charges on ASIC mining machines to entice them to set up shop in Brazil. Now, the bill also proposes that crypto legislation would be the responsibility of the executive branch of the government. Moreover, the executive branch would also have the option of creating a new regulator for cryptocurrencies or delegating jurisdiction to the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as the SEC. Now, in order for this bill to even go anywhere, it first needs to be passed by the Chamber of Deputies before President, I'm gonna just say JB here, signs it into law. And by the end of 2022, this is expected for when the delivery of this might happen. Now, my thoughts here is this isn't about making crypto legal in Brazil, but it's probably the best second case scenario. Brazil right now is implying that crypto is here to stay and that they need to plan how to regulate and embrace it. Overall, this is very bullish for us. it's not just about the US or some of the other top North American countries. Now, in terms of our fourth major headline for today, Cardano's major network developer also increased their block size by 10% in amidst this falling market for Cardano's prices. Now, this tweet here states, before the weekend, an update proposal was made to increase Cardano's mainnet block size by 8K, and this change will take effect later today at the time of posting the tweet, which is on Monday 25th. Now, many people might think 10% isn't too much, but this is actually enough to increase data throughput and also scalability, which is also increasing the performance for Cardano's decentralized applications. Now, these steps come ahead of Cardano's eventual Basho upgrade, which also includes introducing sidechains on the network, which will improve the project's potential in scalability and interoperability as well. Now, despite the fundamental improvement in news reports coming out on Cardano, right now the number of holders exceeds still 3.6 million people, and the price of Cardano's tokens remain near annual lows amidst a declining sentiment in the broader crypto market. Cardano, which is currently ranked number 9th on the global crypto market exchange, is sitting at 83 cents at the time of filming this video, and if we pull the charts out to the last all times, you'll notice it's still been having a rather strong decline. Now, it's really unfortunate to see this because I know a lot of people ended up catching their bags early on. I still been holding my Cardano positions long, and even before we had all the hype going into it, I do think we could see a possibility of this crypto at least having some performance later this year. Now, while I'm not focusing entirely on Cardano, I do think there are many other better opportunities than this crypto here. I'm not saying it's not a good way to diversify. I just think there are going to be so many better ways to continue stacking up those bags. Now, like the usual, let me know your thoughts down below. I do try to read every single one of these comments on these videos, and I do always appreciate your feedback as well. To wrap up today's market update, don't forget to check out the links down below in the description as well, where you can also find me on Twitter and on Instagram. When you do follow me, don't forget there are a bunch of impersonators and scammers, so just please be careful for them. On top of that, I also have an exclusive Discord group where you can get access to my buy-sell alerts, my crypto portfolio, the NFTs that I'm looking at, some of the best alpha that I can find on the internet, alongside some of our best vetted crypto technical analysis advisors. If you want to have access to that and see what it's all about, don't forget to check out the Patreon link down below. I will say we are completely sold out right now. Every now and then we do open up some additional spots, but if you do get lucky, if it says there's only 1 or 2 spots remaining, that is not just a bluff. There are literally 1 or 2 spots remaining until we continue to open up more. And I believe slow and steady is the way to go for now. And I'm really not interested in scaling this to the moon or having the biggest community. I just want to make sure that all of our members within here are taken care of and we're all making really good money this year. I mentioned this before, but what I see is an investment into the Patreon is an investment into yourself as well. And for every, say you get the $10 membership, I want you to at least be making $100 back. Now, on top of that, we always do a secret phrase word at the end of these videos. And for today's video, that is going to be speaker. Comment down below speaker if you guys are making this all the way till the end. Like the usual, thank you to FTX for sponsoring today's video. And most importantly, thank you guys again for all the amazing support and watching this video till the end. If you're watching this till the end, let me do something silly. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba. That's my silly thing. Because if you're watching this till the end, you're a real one. And I know all the endings are the same on these videos, but you still continue to watch it, and I appreciate that. All right, let me wrap this video up because my watch time retention is gonna go down, and YouTube analytics are very hard on creators these days. Thank you all so much again for watching this video. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.